endless cascade of darkness, and yet somehow I thought I'd find solace in my dreams. I felt fortunate, really. Not many women have the privilege to work, and even less so in the law enforcement field. Assistant investigator, that's the title that I like to be addressed as, although not many, if any, call me that. But I wouldn't let that bring me down. To me, it was enough to be Miss Monica's right-hand gal. Sure, I was mainly there to type down the reports of her jobs. And oh boy, I sure like typing them up. But hopefully, I might eventually follow her steps into the action and learn the ropes. Almost done. And done! Another report perfectly crafted to describe a multiple homicide. What would be of us without those twisted criminals, am I right, miss? I tried to lighten the mood a little bit and have a chat with Miss Monika. Not that I was tense. Heck, we even had the turntable playing some tunes from time to time. But it didn't hurt to try to be on her good side.
Indeed, Sayori. Even though I wish crime scenes were a little cleaner for a change. Bloodstains are always a bitch to get rid of.
Foul-mouthed as always, but dare I try to correct her manners. Maybe I was just too naive thinking on manners when I haven't seen the harsh reality. Could you blame me? My only experience with crime scenes and cases were from the descriptions she gave me. I had never seen a real corpse. Perhaps I needed some of that stuff, but I have had my fill of gruesome texts. Ah! I wonder what a crime scene looks like, with cops running around and all. Is it like the Bork's books? Drama, mystery, action?
Oh, Sayori, you read too much fiction. You should really stop trying to escape reality with fairy tales.
Well, reality isn't very kind to us, wouldn't you say, miss?
Look, the job really isn't all that fantastic or thrilling. Most of the time we're investigating some old man who smuggled in a bit too much spirit or some blind pig in the heart of the city.
I know, but I bet it's better than staying at the office typing reports.
Well, perhaps.
She was right, though. I did have a knack for reading fiction, although I wouldn't call them fairy tales. I really liked the idea that there were good and bad guys, and that the good guys can solve impossible mysteries using only their wits and obscure clues, shutting down any hope for the dastardly villain. Oh, how many times have I written to Terry about this since I got the job? I would always sneak out to the library, rummaging through the shelves of fiction in the corner of the expansive halls. When I got hired by Miss Monika, we all chuckle about how I'd seem to be living out all those cop capers we would read. He'd always say that I'd outgrow him one day and become a big shot private investigator and leave him in the dust. He had a very particular idea about himself, said he wasn't going to amount to much and he liked it that way. Eventually, I convinced him that I would never outgrow him and we promised to always write to each other and stay in contact. Which reminds me. Miss Monika?
Yes?
Did I get any correspondence by any chance? I've been waiting to get some responses to my letters.
Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to check because... Would you look at that? It seems that a new case beckons.
Picking up the blower, she rested her laurels on her crowded desk as if it was some social call. Always so relaxed in the face of these horrible crimes, like a man being thrown in a river is just another Tuesday for her. So confident and assertive that she's gained the respect of all the bulls she met. And looker like her, she made the men around her swoon, yet not dare to make a move.
All right, rookie. I think you can come with me this time. It's a simple case.
Huh? That caught me by surprise. Sure, I was wondering when I get to see some action, but all of a sudden, I did my best to keep my excitement at bay. Heck yeah! I mean, yes sir, lady, woman. Ma'am! I meant ma'am! I failed.
I'm glad you showed me your excitement, lass. But hurry up. We have no time to waste. The longer we take, the less we make.
Aren't we paid by the hour?
We're paid by every solve, so we better solve this quickly. Mouths to feed and all that.
Right. Lightning fast, she grabbed her Borsalino and made her way out, barely giving me time to keep up. The city at night is another character. You'd expect it to be rather calm and relaxing. When you look at the lonely, faint lights illuminating the darkest alleys, your mind begins to race. I always stuck to the avenues and busy streets, but I can't deny I also had a fascination with wanting to know what lurks behind the facade. What mysteries could it be hiding? What darkness lurks in its loneliest corners? And now I found my opportunity to see just that. So, what's the case, boss?
Well, nothing particularly interesting. Something up the slums near the industrial district. Apparently, a body washed ashore on the riverbank. So the police wouldn't want to bother with the poor sod's finale.
Do we have any clues on what happened?
Clues? No, we're just gonna take a look and write down notes on what we see. Basic survey, nothing more.
You think this might be a murder?
Please.
Her chuckle echoed through the barren streets. What? A body washing up by the shore? Seems like a murder to me.
And that's why you're the rookie here, little lass.
We're the same age. I couldn't exactly agree with her train of thought. But then again, maybe it was my eagerness to find something thrilling in the case. And well, we hadn't even arrived at the scene. Swaying through the industrial blocks building, we found our way to the river. The bridge was wearing a spectacle of lights, illuminated by what seems to be deteriorating streetlights. The full moon reflected on the body of water, its light shimmering across the ripples. Speaking of bodies,